Oh, good morning, everybody. We're doing Nehemiah 1 to 5 today. Nehemiah, and there's a lot of people involved in Israel coming back, wasn't it? It wasn't really Israel because a whole bunch of tribes are missing. We basically have Judah and Benjamin, but we have Ezra that's there involved with this. We have Daniel who's praying during this entire time, serving the various kings, and he was quite old. and, and then we have the prophets Haggai and Zechariah that's involved in this. I mean, we have the various high priests that are there and the governors that come in. Zerubbabel's in there, I believe, and we have the various kings that are involved in all of that. And then we have Nehemiah. Nehemiah was part of the king's court. And Artaxerxes, however you want to pronounce his name, he's serving Artaxerxes. And the work had really come in Jerusalem, had come to a halt, or at least the temple had come to a halt during Artaxerxes' time. And Nehemiah really wanted to go. He wanted to go because he was hearing reports of what was going on there. He was concerned about the people. He was concerned about everything that was happening, and he wanted a part in that. And so we have him praying. He's asking the Lord to show him favor with the king. And he doesn't bring it up with the king, but the king notices his disposition and makes inquiries with him. And then even when the king says, so what can I do for you then? When he hears Nehemiah's concern. And Nehemiah whispers a prayer under his breath. Can't it? I mean, come on now. Ezra is this scholar, okay? Ezra is the Bible teacher. He's a learned man. He's there to reestablish the order of everything, the observance of the law, the sacrifices, and all that sort of stuff. But Nehemiah is he's just like a regular dude. He's just like you and me. And so we find him here whispering a prayer under his breath, just asking that the Lord would show him favor in this thing with the king. And the king does. And Nehemiah goes, and we know everything that was happening there, and he wanted to build the wall so people could have their security. And the wall represented security. And this was Nehemiah's heart. His heart wasn't about himself. His heart wasn't about making a name for himself or gaining riches off of this position. Nehemiah's only concern was the people. It was the people. And here he had the discouragement of these of the provincial government that was coming against him, and he had the insecurities that were going on with his own people. He had the injustices that were going on there. And Nehemiah is dealing with all of this stuff and all the stress and all the pressures and the trouble and the threats to his life and to the people and having to defend as well as do all the work and manage all the stuff. And he wouldn't take any of the allowance. He didn't want to be put in an advantaged position compared to everybody else who was making sacrifices. And this is just a down-to-earth guy. So you look at this and you think, how did he manage all of this? And it comes down to the fact that he managed it. I think he managed it because of his servant heart. I think if Nehemiah was in this for himself, he wouldn't have lasted. He wouldn't have survived. But Nehemiah wasn't in this for himself. He was in this because of the people. He was there. He honestly saw himself as a servant to the people. That's the kind of government that you want. That's the kind of governor that you want to have. One who saw himself there, not even policing the people so much, as in there to benefit the people, to serve them, to figure out what they needed to do. He comes in and says, guys, we can do this. We can rebuild the wall. And everybody was like, yeah, we can do this. But I mean, on day 2, day 3, they begin to realize how large this task is. And the enemy was right there to discourage them. And it's to Nehemiah's credit, to his leadership, his sacrifice, the example that he set, that they were able to build this, do this so quickly. Yeah, awesome guy. I think he's an awesome guy. So let's just be awesome guys, awesome girls. Let's just believe the impossible. Let's just trust the Lord. Let's just do what's right. And let's serve the people around us. Let's make them our purpose. Let's make them our focus instead of ourselves. Let's get our eyes off of ourselves because the Lord has our back. And let's get focused on the people. And we will find great joy and we will be sustained in this. It's just incredible stuff. You guys be blessed. Be encouraged today.